I don't know. I don't know. Ever know when I'm live? I have no idea. At some point around here, it starts. At some point, maybe now, probably now. It's probably live now. Maybe now, probably live now. Welcome to the channel. Joey only sitting up here. I got Tyler beside me. Everyone's coming on for the show tonight. Just got to set it up here. If you are joining us for the first time, welcome. My name is Joey Only up here, up in Wells, BC, 3,953 feet above sea level. This is the recording session for the Comederological Report, a podcast which we put on a couple radio stations every week about the weather, how much the weather sucks in Canada, the world, everywhere. And we got Frankie McDonald going to join us at 7 p.m. as per usual. That's when we start recording the show officially. And but we broadcast all this anyway, so the radio cut starts at 7, goes to 8. And we're going to have a whole bunch of weirdos show up and join us on the show. That's what usually happens here. So I just need a couple minutes to sort of set it up, put it on the what do you call it there? The social medias. Maybe you could do that too. If you find that this show is entertaining and interesting and funny, and you're like, wow, that Joey, what a great show about the weather. You're probably saying to your friends there, like, oh, I couldn't fucking believe it. He was talking about the weather. It was awesome. You know, if that's you, then hey, share it. Tell a person, tell a friend there, and we'd love to know that you're out there supporting us and get some. Oh, there we go. Good. Looks like we're live. What the hell am I doing? There we go. Okay, cool. Hey, Lisa Lou. Hey, Teresa. Good to see you. It's good to see you. Gonna share it to the socials myself here. Try to spread it around. Try to spread the love. Try to get people to watch the show. I gotta beg for them. You know, it's great. But yeah, you know, we'll keep going through growth here slowly as we do. Maybe someday we'll become the first ever weather billionaires. I doubt it. No, never gonna happen. No, gonna struggle and keep on by here and keep on putting out some weird stuff for you. I got all kinds of weather maps and things like that to come at you with in a minute here. Almost done spreading the word around the socials there. Hit like, share, subscribe if you haven't done that yet either. And we will start with weather information. I got radar going on. We've had some strong thunderstorms. Severe thunderstorm warning right now down by Micah Creek here in BC. And Trump says he's willing to go to jail and not be president, and be president from jail, says my friend Stuart Dick there. And I'm just going to tell him live right now. Stu, come join the show. Keep spreading the socials around. Keep spreading the socials around. Trying to get people to come watch, you know. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Nobody wants to be inside looking at a show about the weather right now. Why would you? Because the weather's nice. It's the hardest time to make weather news when everything's really nice. Well, let's have a look at what we got so far here today. Put the shares on. Boom. Here we go. So one bit of good news, of course, when we first look at this map, you're going to see we do have a lot of reds for smoke, air quality. That's been continuing for a long time in central Saskatchewan, a week, 2 or 3 or whatever, that the fires have really been active again there and spreading a lot of smoke. What you might think that this red dot here, this red square around Fort Nelson, would be the same thing, which it has been most days when you look at this map, but not right now. Nope. Of course, there's severe thunderstorm watch right now, but they got rainfall warning. There's a big low pressure system up here that's been moving into Alberta through the day. And that's what's making for bad weather up there. That's what's making for some severe thunderstorms in Alberta. Some nighttime storms going to start moving across there more and more. And that's what's going to deliver some rain into Saskatchewan too, and take the indices down a little bit, maybe calm fires down, you know, a little. I'm not here to say it's going to put them out. No, we're in the middle of summer here. But look at this. Fort Nelson, we've got another rainfall event up there. And that's been a number this year. If you recall, we went through many years where we never said the words rainfall warning in Fort Nelson. We've had to say that a couple times the last few weeks. So here we go, 50 to 90 millimeters of rain now till Friday morning. That's for Nelson Forks, Highway 77, North Fort Nelson to the Northwest Territories border. West of Fort Nelson to Steamboat Hill. An upper low pressure system will bring rain, heavy at times, to the areas north of this or that. Mark Ingalls is in the waiting room. Good. Meteorologist Mark is here to come join the show. IngalsWX.com is Meteorologist Mark's website. You can always go check out. Meteorologist Mark.
Hello, good evening, everybody.
Hey, buddy. Yeah, look at this. Rainfall warning in Fort Nelson, Mark. Again.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, again. You know, we've seen Seeing the fires up there this year not be quite as crazy as the last couple of years. This will taper off by tomorrow morning. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning right now too in the province of British Columbia, right by Micah Creek at the dam there. So that's going on right now with nickel-sized hail, heavy rain. It's moving eastward at 50 kilometers an hour. It'll cross Highway 23 in half an hour. It's at this time, but that was already half an hour ago. So it's presumably crossed Highway 23. We can look at the radar and find out in a minute about that. So severe thunderstorm warning also in Alberta right now. Let's see what they got. How big is the golf ball size hail there? It's very strong winds there. Rose making golf balls. That's big. Frankie will like that. Ooh, another one up there. Frankie will like that. Golf balls. Nickel, the ping pong. Okay, ping pong, that's pretty good. Ping pongs are good there. Southwest of Fort McMurray, moving to the east at 40 kilometers an hour. Moving to the east at 40 kilometers an hour. How are you doing this week, Mark?
Pretty good. Still healthy. So, in fact, I had a meeting with my family doctor, and she said all of my tests are coming back normal. She
Oh,
is
good.
gonna get me on a halter monitor for my heart that I'll wear for about a week, because I am having some like heart fluttering type stuff. So she just wants to explore that a little bit further. Um, but I like totally healthy. We went on a family bike ride today, 9 kilometers. So my 5-year-old, she just learned how to ride her bike last month, and I already have her going 9 kilometers. So I think that's
Yeah,
pretty good.
I believe it. She's going to be a goer. And that's what you do when
She,
they're young,
yeah,
too. Like my kids, I was sharing a picture today of us climbing a mountain 3 years ago, and Waylon's like 7 years old in the photo or whatever. There we are climbing mountains, and, you know, most adults like climb a mountain. I'm like, man, my kids were doing it when they're 7.
in last month we also took Acalia, well, to Golden Ears, and we did 20 kilometers in a day. And she's
Yeah,
again
I remember
5.
that.
So
Holy
yeah, that
tornado
was a
warning
good
in
day.
Ontario right now.
Woo, woo.
Holy, okay, what's going on here? This is New Crotch Lake there. That's back home. 100-kilometer-an-hour gusts of wind, torrential downpour, nickel-sized hail, Mississippi Station, Burke Settlement, Clarendon Station, Robertsford, and Elphin up there in the Highlands there. Uh-oh. That's coming that direction. See that, Brandon Hauk?
Oh, yes. Well,
He can see
yes,
it, but
we
we
see.
can't see him.
You can't see me.
There's our severe thunderstorm in Micah Creek, but who cares? That's in the mountains. There's like 20 people out there. Out by
And
Charbet?
they don't have internet anyway.
Yeah, really. This is out by Charbet Lake along Highway 7 back home. Yeah, that's my. Oh boy, that's a
Oh,
nasty looking one.
I know why you can't see me.
Why can't we see you, Brandon?
Because I have my StreamYard still going. That's probably why.
Ah, yeah.
So tornado warning up in the swamp, gonna tear up all the peat moss.
Yeah, well, that is shield contact there. It's a really interesting geological place, actually. It's 1.3 billion year old granite rock there, and you can see in a lot of it how it is scratched. If we go a little bit east of here towards Tweed and Calidar, unfortunately the clouds are in the way. The rain is, but you can see how the glaciers just scratch the hell out of it. Everything's very exposed, very exposed. Lots of lakes. Very beautiful part.
Right, and that's why there's pretty much no soil there, is because in the deeper scratches, it all the water accumulates because the water doesn't like seep into it because it's like you said, billion plus year old granite and stuff.
We
Water
have
doesn't get into that very well.
like where my hunting camp is. Oh, there's a cloud in the way right now, and it's raining at Mount Moriah. I'll have to show you again someday. I know I've shown it before, but okay. So this tornado warning storm there, moving along Highway 7 towards Maberly. There's not a lot of people who live down in this area. I mean, Charbet Lake, unfortunately, is getting hammered, and that's a provincial park, and lots of campers and things like that there. So that is concerning. That's definitely a tourist hub. But then you get kind of a gap, where there's, it's very rural and again, like very, very granitoid, very rocky country. Not like a lot of
Yes.
farms and stuff. There's people who live in places through there, yeah, absolutely. But compared to hitting into Perth directly, which it could do, I guess.
Would
You
that
know.
be kind of more like a little bit of ranching and hay, kind of like up by Hilding?
No, because when you get further south, you can see here where the Canadian Shield contact is, right? So these are lower limestone belts here, but very,
Okay.
very, very farmy. You know what I mean? And you can see
Yeah,
where the granite basically takes over
right.
at that contact point. And this
Is
basically runs 240 kilometers through Ontario, like up towards Parry Sound, sort of this.
so you say it's
You'll-
limestone. Are there a lot of caves there?
There is some caves down by Napanee and whatnot, tying to the
Okay.
Shannonville. There's something down there. There's like Devil's Caves and weird things like that. I think they're called.
Is it good?
Okay, looks like
Is
that
it interesting?
tornado warning's been dropped.
Yeah, there
So
we
that's
go.
good news. Good news. There's a lot of storms out there. What's going on in Alberta right now, Brandon?
Oh, just doing jumping on the radio in Camrose, tracking that little supercell that went through there not too long ago, and now I have to probably go end that file. And then so yeah, that storm's heading into Balf, Kelsey. They
Balf.
haven't upgraded the warning yet on that
Balf.
one.
Who made up this fucking name?
It was me. It was me. And then we got another storm crossing over from BC. I'm gonna keep an eye on that one. That one's probably gonna head towards the Nordegg Rocky Mountain House area. It's at the
Yeah, this
Columbia
is
ice fields.
severe warn that one is, but it's looks like it's moving out of the province.
Yep, heading into my province. So we'll see what that one does as it gets into that watch box area
Where's
near Red
Balf?
Deer.
Oh, I see
Oh,
it.
Camrose.
Balf.
Balf. Yes.
There
Oh,
it is.
it really is with a W. I thought that was just weird.
There you
I
go.
guess it is just weird, but Balf.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a town name I never heard of before. Look at
My
that. Look at
my
this shit, though.
father-in-law loves golfing, and I'm just gonna start referring to it as golf with a W.
A little bit of rotation there, eh?
What's the radar beam height there?
Oh, good question.
This is yeah, Carvel, so that one.
It's kind of cool. No, that's pretty distant.
That's very distant.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not too bad. 6,000 feet or so.
Yeah, and then keep in mind it's probably lower country than this is
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
as you go further to the west. So you
So
might.
not an immediate tornado threat. Hey, Brandon, how do you pronounce the name of the town that starts with a W?
Oh, Wetaskiwin?
Wetaskiwin.
Yep.
All right.
Oh yeah, this guy here. Yeah,
Balf and Wetaskiwin.
what a ski win.
I also learned that the town outside of Camrose is Bitter Lake, not Bittern Lake. I got told by that host there today. That's Bitter Lake.
Oh, did he sound bitter?
Yeah, he was a little bitter about that. Yeah. Said, all right, I'll change it. I'll change it to Bitter Lake. Even though it's spelled Bittern. Anyways.
Ping pong size hail up there, 40 kilometers southwest of Fort McMurray.
Yeah, that one had a little rotation on it earlier.
You have ball size hail.
Who's sitting with you, Joey?
Oh, Tyler. Yeah, you missed in the introduction here.
How's it going?
Tyler's a bass player there with me.
Tyler's been on before, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice
I'm
to
answering-
see you again.
I'm answering for
Nice to
him.
meet you.
I don't know if you'll hear him through my microphone very well.
Well, if you'd stop talking over him, we could hear him.
Right.
Yeah, I don't talk much, so it's all good.
That's okay. Joey's full of hot air, so he'll talk enough for you.
Yeah, that's how I help make thunderstorms around here. Just fucking keep breathing up. I'm like, Rise, my pretties. Rise. Okay, well, that's enough looking at the radar right now because there's no tornado warning anymore. So, I mean, that was
Do you guys
exciting
want to
for
hear something really sad that happened at work today?
Nah.
So, well, I need to get this off my chest, but I don't feel like
Okay.
it's radio show worthy.
Okay, yeah, I
So,
want to hear it. That was
we
just really being funny.
being a dick more like.
Yeah.
So we trade energy as a commodity. I know you know that, but other people watching might not. And so Chicago, the weather models have been really struggling with thunderstorms in the Midwest the last couple of days. And a thunderstorm popped up west of Chicago, and I kind of sat on it for a while because it didn't look particularly impressive. And then it started getting closer to the western suburbs like Aurora and Joliet. And the I told the trader, or the intern that's with me, he is helping to build me a tool to like forecast how much load is going to change, energy load is going to change. And I told him to run the tool, and the tool spat out that load was going to drop by 10% in Chicago. And I communicated this with my traders, but I did it too late. And so the market was not liquid enough for us to take advantage of that situation. And the opportunity cost of being too late was 150,000 US dollars.
That's
So,
actually less than I thought you were gonna say.
well, well, that was just the opportunity cost. We may have lost something on the order of like a 250,000 on that.
Damn, man.
Yeah, there you go.
That was it was a rough day at work. I mean, they're very understanding, and like it's more of a we can't do this again in the future sort of situation. But that was, I win a lot. Like there was I informed them in the winter about a cold snap, and we made over $1 million on that.
I
But
recall that, yeah.
you know, there, you know, as long as I'm winning more than I'm losing, it's okay.
That was last winter, you know.
And Helen says, "Glad I don't have your job." But Helen, the nice part about my job as a meteorologist in this industry is when I'm wrong, we lose money. When people on TV are wrong, or at the Weather Service or Environment Canada are wrong, people die. So,
Well,
you
actually,
know,
it could be that you're wrong and you lose money and people are dying.
well, yeah, but they're not dying because of my forecast.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, really, really face planted today at work. It was a real bummer, but tomorrow's a new day, and
Well,
we'll be back at it.
the thing is, you can't win them all with the weather, even when you're really good. You know?
Right. Well, and the models have been so bad with thunderstorms uh in the Midwest this week. Like it's been insane. Minneapolis was a big issue yesterday. We didn't really lose money on that, but yeah, the bad call on Minneapolis yesterday, bad call on Chicago today. Um, we'll see what Dayton and Columbus, Ohio are doing tomorrow, but we'll see.
Well, one thing that's going to happen is this low pressure system that's moving through is going to douse at least a little bit the fires here, cool things off for a time before the heat comes back and wakes them back up. But this is very active the last 24 hours. A lot of activity in Saskatchewan. I know there is a town in Manitoba. I wish Justin was here to tell us who is here, by the way. I don't know who I've let in. I think I saw you, Hank. Are you here, Hank Vliestra?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, Hank. Good to see you.
I'm going to be in and out. I'd like to get going shortly after 8 and head west, find some storms.
Yeah, you're.
I can probably talk while I drive a little too. What I've got to pack up.
Excellent, though. Gonna go chase some nocturnals, eh?
Yes.
That is.
Go west, and hopefully they bring me sort of home. But that forecast is changing a little bit. We'll see.
Oh, you mean the models are not doing very well with your thunderstorms either?
Well, I mean, it changes over time. It looked like it was going to bring me right back to Wilkie. Now it's looking like more like Maidstone area.
And this is bad, Mark, because he just put $150,000 worth of gas in his truck.
His storm.
What? Oh yeah, I could lose 150,000 on this bad
Well,
forecast.
that's just the opportunity cost. We lost $250,000.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Ouch. Yeah. That's I'm not laughing at you.
It was
I'm laughing at me.
it was $56 a gas, and I'm good to go.
That's pretty good. Yeah, 56.
Yep.
Gas is part of the energy industry too.
That's
Yeah.
true. So we have rainfall warning knocking the indices down. It's going to move across, get some in northern Alberta. Looks like Northwest Territories is largely spared. A little bit of Saskatchewan, a little bit of Manitoba. That should cool things off a little bit. Are you there too, Hilding?
Yep.
Hey, good. Good to see you, Hilding.
Yeah, I came straight in from the field from baling the hay. So,
You're actually, and you know what? It's going to warm up next week. You're going to get more haying done.
well, we got our hay pretty much done here. There just isn't enough grass to be worth cutting on the rest of our fields. So, we have one more field we might do yet.
So look, and this is like 2 days from now or whatever, but as you can see, southern BC is starting to dry out. We got heat coming. Like we're not out of a fire season yet. Vancouver Island, the indices will continue to rise, you know. Even if we have rain settle things down, the fine fuel moisture code will settle down because of the rain and cooler weather and down temperatures. We still have the problem there, right? This stuff moisture code graph. So the problem is there. When we get warm weather again, immediately after this, you know what's going to happen.
Well, and then the really scary thing for the coast and like Vancouver Island here and Okanagan is if we get a really stout backdoor cold front out of Alberta in September, you know, because those are very dry, very windy. And when it's a backdoor cold front out of Alberta, the Rockies take up all that moisture. So it's dry and the downslope's quite hot. So some of our biggest fires in southern BC have been downslope events in September, not during the actual summer.
We're going to see these keep creeping up through the Caribou. Not so much here on the east side.
He's looking for
It's gonna keep
downslope
up.
fires right now.
Pardon me, Hank?
He's looking for downslope fires right now with them binoculars.
Actually, I
Where
am
are you?
looking for a fire because somebody posted on the local Facebook group that there's a cargo ship on fire in the bay,
Oh,
like over
cool.
towards the Strait of Juan de Fuca. So I'm trying to find it.
Mm.
I think I can see the smoke cloud, but I think there's some islands in the way.
Yep.
So a little bit of rain at least might calm things down a little bit again, buy some time for communities in Manitoba. And I won't even bother using the Saskatchewan map anymore. It's have you seen it, Hank, the Saskatchewan wildfire map?
I mean, I look at the one on Windy. What is
Like the
I want to
government
know
one.
what you're talking about. Okay. No, I haven't looked at that.
Saskatchewan wildfire map. Where is it? Government of Saskatchewan. Let's look at this. This is a Saskatchewan product.
Uh-oh.
It's an ArcGIS product.
Oh wow, look, what's this? It's like new. Maybe they've heard me complaining. Good. I mean, this is still brutal. That's way better. Okay, good. Way to get your shit together, Saskatchewan. Man, it's been just stupid. But yeah, some rain for them up there. Look at that. Boom.
Yeah, you can turn the fires on there, on that product.
Yeah, you can right here.
There you are. Look at
But
them
then
all.
as you go, then yeah, every time I like move my cursor around, it makes these big squares pop up.
Yeah, well, turn that shit off now.
But yeah, you can see a lot of those fires are going to take at least a little rain. At least a little rain. That'll be good, right? A little bit rain. A little bit of rain. That low pressure moving up through the north there. How long we got till Frankie's on?
6
5
minutes.
minutes. 6 minutes? Okay, good. It's almost go time. There's your storm tonight, Hank. At
Yeah,
least on ECMW.
that's the one. Yep. Oh, don't show me that one. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
This looks good. Yeah, let's go back here.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Oh, look at this in front. That's awesome looking.
Yep.
Ooh,
Okay,
moist.
model. Oh yeah, yeah.
There. Okay. Yeah, that's good. We like that.
You're gonna get it, buddy.
We're
You're
gonna
gonna get it.
we're gonna see 1,000 flashes of lightning.
Oh, I wish. So jealous. Everything was like for the this whole week. Everything's been far away from me, like 100 kilometers or so.
Hey, you got struck by lightning.
That's true, eh? I forgot.
But you're complaining.
It's like, what happened to my brain?
You got struck by lightning, Joey.
Yeah, it was wild.
The guy who just got struck by lightning is complaining. There's not enough lightning.
Yeah, well, it didn't strike me hard enough to, take the love out of me.
Just enough to take the memory out of you.
Yeah, Mark and I figured it was cloud to cloud above.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Cloud to cloud, and then just one of the leaders trying to connect but not able to connect before it could zap the other cloud is the best guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just letting me know what's up there. It was wild though. My head was like, I was like, holy fuck, and jumping in the truck like you'd never seen me go so fast.
That video is pretty funny.
Out of all the time I've ever known Joey, I've never seen him jump or flail like that in my life. So when I seen that, I was like, oh my God, like, what the hell?
I need to watch that video.
No, you haven't seen it? I get struck by lightning in it.
It's not.
It had like 500 views so
approved.
far. It's like, what do I have to do to fucking grow a channel around here, people? Like, I'm literally getting struck by lightning for you. People like, we don't care. Do something.
That would be great views for me.
Yeah, really. If it was anybody else, he'd be famous right now. Oh, look at that. Heat's coming, though. Heat's coming. It's going to be good. And it's going to stay warm. I can't wait. We need it. Okay, it's almost Frankie time, so I better take a moment here and just make sure I'm ready to go with the advanced things. The advanced things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is anyone in the comments there? I haven't had a chance to look at the comments yet.
I've been keeping them busy.
Good. I think. Okay. Just so we have something from this file ready to go. Joe Stover.
Where's Joe
Can you please come over? Give us a Churchill report.
With a pull, you play dead note.
He's a CKUW radio host. You can never have enough Joes.
Polar bears eat dead things.
Okay, now when I go open up my file, it will open to the correct folder. Even though there's no Joe Stover tonight, he just got married. He's gonna go see Frankie McDonald, and Frankie's like, August 29th, 7 p.m. at the ice cream shop. It's just like, it's like so definite about the time.
That's so great.
Yeah.
There are cruises that go to Sydney, Nova Scotia, actually, and we might take one because they go up to Greenland and then they stop in Sydney on the way back down.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it would be.
And when you're there, you can conquer Greenland. Hey,
Yes,
Frankie.
that's my backdoor way to the presidency.
Joey, you weren't on the show last week because you were in Quesnel for Racing Derby.
I'm so sorry, buddy. Yeah. You know what happened was, well, I might as well hit record and tell everybody. Oops. Okay. Well, yes, it's true, Frankie. I did miss last week's show. I went to the Crash to Pass there in Quesnel, and I was like gonna broadcast live, and Brandon was gonna host, and I was gonna be like, look at the cars smashing the other cars. This is so awesome, and it was really awesome. But then it turns out. When you get into the Quesnel River Valley, just a little bit towards the racetrack, you quickly lose cell phone service. In which, after walking like half an hour from where I had to park, because everybody in Quesnel went to this friggin' thing, the Crash to Pass for Billy Barker Days. Next thing I know, I get there, I'm like, holy cow, I got no cell service, and what am I going to do? You guys held the fort, and Brandon hosted the show on Facebook there, and we did still get a rendition off to the radio station. So thank you very much for doing that, Brandon. I'm Joey Only, your host. This is the Comederological Report, Comedy Meteorology Report, your show about how much the weather sucks in Canada. With everybody, here we go. Let's get on with it.
Well, whether it's hot, whether it's cold, whether it's hot, Frankie's got the weather we got. Wait a minute. Well, whether it's cold, whether it's hot, Frankie's got the weather or not.
All right. Thank you, Washboard Hank, for that beautiful song. I'm Joey Only, your host up here in Wells, British Columbia, 3,953 feet above sea level in the Caribbean Mountains. I got struck by lightning on Friday. I'm sure we can talk about that in the show if you want. Struck by lightning. That's what I'm doing here. Trying to, anything to get the views, like 500 views I got for that, Well, next time if I get my head taken off by a tornado, maybe I'll get 600 views. Okay, I got my list of weather nerds, specialists, meteorologists, radio broadcasters, and the world famous Frankie McDonald here on the show with me once again. You're listening to us on CKUW 95.9 FM, Prince George, CFBX 92.5 in Winnipeg. Kamloops. I'm back to 95 CKUW and. I messed it all up in Winnipeg and CHLS in Lillooet, 100.5 FM. What am I doing? So amateur. Okay, well, let's get on with the show. I got sitting next to me here, bass player from the band, Tyler. I got Frankie McDonald out there in Sydney, Nova Scotia, world's famous weatherman. Going to talk to him about the worldwide weather in just a second. We got Brandon Hauk, the radio weatherman from Brooks, Alberta, who's always got his eyes on the radars. We got Hilding Donaldson, the cowboy up there in Grassy Plains. Finally been getting a little bit of a hay crop off here in British Columbia, the unacceptable crop. And, of course, meteorologist Mark, our special guest, down there on the south coast in British Columbia here. Okay, well, that's enough about that for now. You know what we got to do? We need to get on with the most important part of the entire broadcast ever, and that's this guy. Frankie! Can you yodel for us? Frankie! Who has the worst weather in the world? Frankie. Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie! Frankie McDonald, how you doing so far?
I'm doing great so far. Timmins, Ontario, and all those places is cooler in Timmins. And Huntsville, Ontario was under a tornado warning earlier. Then it got some thunderstorms heading for Base Guy on Friday coming up. Then it got cool weather returning to Sydney, Nova Scotia for Saturday. Then a hot weather fights back this time of the year. More hot air and cold air fighting each other this time of the year in Sydney, Nova Scotia. It's going to be battle between hot air and cold air this time of the year in Sydney, Nova Scotia. And it's going to bring really hot temperatures in Vancouver, British Columbia as well. It's going to turn really hot in Vancouver next week as well. And Wells, British Columbia is going to turn really hot as well.
Finally, Frankie.
Finally turn really hot in Wells, British Columbia in your area. That's going to be chance of fires.
Maybe I'll get some work in this year yet.
That means in the second half of the summer, it's going to be really, really hot in Wells, British Columbia, where you're at.
I hope so. It's been a summer of no summer so far, Frankie. I can't stand it.
It's going to be extremely hot in Wells, British Columbia. It's going to bring a lot of thunderstorms up across on Montreal, where Base Guy lives, on Wednesday coming up. Then the cold front's going to go from Sydney, Nova Scotia, Wednesday into Thursday as well.
What else you got, Frankie?
There's a possible tropical storm going to develop in the Caribbean, but the sandstorms is really bad over the Sahara Desert as well. A lot of rain and thunderstorms going on in the side of the United States. It's going to bring extremely hot, dry California this weekend. Los Angeles and all those places. Weather in Central America. A lot of rain and thunderstorms going on in Central America this week, like southern Mexico, Guatemala, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Honduras, and Panama. And down South America, It's almost the middle of the southern hemisphere. Winter is tropical winter. There's a lot of rain and thunderstorms in Venezuela, Colombia, parts of Ecuador, parts of Bolivia. It's really, in Peru is getting, northern Peru is really wet, and southern Peru is really dry. It's really hot and dry in northern Chile right now. It's really cold in southern Chile right now. Santiago, Chile is getting a lot of rain next week. And snow up in the mountains in southern Chile. It's really dry in the Amazon rainforest. And as far as southern Brazil, there's lots of rain coming off the coast of southern Brazil and could affect Sao Paulo, Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, and all those places. Really dry Rio de Janeiro. It's really cold out in southern Argentina and central Argentina and Oceania, Argentina, including Stanley, Falkland Islands, and weather all across the United Kingdom. And got really, and it's really cool out this going, and it's really cool out in England, France, Germany, Poland right now. It's really cool. It's starting off hot. Turn cool in Norway, Finland, Sweden, and all those places. And lots of showers in the forecast in northern Italy, including Bosnia, Croatia, and all those places. Lots of rain in southern Germany, Poland, Belarus, and parts of Russia. And lots of showers in the forecast in Norway, Finland, Sweden, Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania, and all those places. It's really hot in Spain, in Portugal right now. It's really dry in Egypt, Libya, Algeria, Morocco right now. And weather all across. There's a storm developing off the coast of Japan. It's going to completely bypass Japan on Monday.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty good one there, brewing out in the ocean.
Lots of rain in southeastern Russia. North Korea is really dry. South Korea is really dry lately. Lots of rain and thunderstorms in Taiwan and southern China and all those places. A lot of rain and thunderstorms in west coast of the Philippines right now. A lot of rain and thunderstorms in Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, Thailand, Bangladesh, Myanmar, India. And Malaysia and Singapore, a lot of rain in the forecast in India. And Mumbai, India is getting so much rain lately because they're in the monsoon season still. It's dry in Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, Syria, and the Arab Emirates. They had big rainstorm last week, UAE.
Did they?
In Saudi Arabia and all those places in the Middle East.
They don't get a lot of rain at this time of year, do they?
They use artificial rain over UAE.
Do you think it works, Frankie?
They're trying a lot. And then it gets really dry in Saudi Arabia, desert, and things like this. Yemen, Oman, Qatar, and all those places. Lots of rain and lots of rain forecast, thunderstorms and rain forecast in Nigeria again, and all those places. It's really dry in northern Sudan, Ethiopia, and southern Sudan, and a lot of rain, thunderstorms in the forecast. As right now, it's really dry in Angola, Namibia, Mozambique, Madagascar, La Reunion, and Mauritius, Cyprus, and showers forecast. It's really, and there's lots of showers, and it's cold out in the south coast of South Africa, including Cape Town, South Africa. It's dry in season in northern Botswana. Over in northern Congo, is a lot of rain, thunderstorms going on right now. In Australia, there's a big cyclone, the cold air heading towards New South Wales, Australia, and Sydney, Australia. Then they got the next big rainstorm heading for Perth, Australia, this Saturday coming. With really cold temperatures, it's going to be snowing. Southwestern Australia, snow in the forecast.
Yeah, and those blue mountains there, eh, Frankie?
Then you got some warm air fighting back. It's going to get another storm heading for next Saturday on August 2nd, possible for Perth, Australia again. In Southwest Pacific, there's a lot of rain and thunderstorms in the forecast. A lot of rain in the forecast. Then it's really dry. New Zealand's going to turn rainy. Next Tuesday coming up, and powerful winds in Gisborne, New Zealand, Wellington, New Zealand, Auckland, New Zealand, New Plymouth, New Zealand, Hamilton, New Zealand, Nelson, New Zealand, Greymouth, New Zealand, Wellington, New Zealand. It's really windy in Christchurch, New Zealand. The high pressure goes counterclockwise in New Zealand, and low pressure goes clockwise in New Zealand.
Yeah, it's all upside down there, eh? It's all backwards, like looking in a mirror.
Yes, it's a lot of rain in Invercargill, New Zealand next week, including north coast of South Island, New Zealand. Antarctica is starting to get some daylight now. It's down below Antarctic Circle. And Olivier said the first sunset in Cambridge Bay, none of it, this week. Of the, so then it'll start to get darker in Antarctica and up in the Arctic. And something's going on. And did you hear about this? Something's going on in Russia. And here's the video sharing.
You got Russian videos for us, eh, Frankie?
Share.
Off.
From Kirill backing off. Share.
Kirill backing.
Share.
Oh, yeah. For all you radio listeners, we're going to look at some weather from Russia again this week. Frankie's favorite topic. Lots of wind going on here in this one. What are we looking at, Frankie?
That's from Kirill backing off.
What's going on here? Is it just windy? What kind of weather is this? For the radio listeners, Frankie, describe this. They're speaking in another language.
Yeah.
And they're on a bridge there for the radio listeners. And what's everyone looking at? What's going on, Frankie? You know what's going on? Is there a tornado there, or is it windy? Oh, it's a flood. It's a flood. And they're yelling in this language. Russian, I presume.
Yes.
And it's like a big landslide coming at them, and there's big mountains there too. Where is this? It's crazy looking, Frankie.
Joey, I would call that a mudslide, not a landslide.
Yeah, good call. Mudslide. Yeah. I would say whatever Mark says.
I'm just messing with you. I don't care.
And there's
Yeah.
Here we go. Big winds.
Wow, that's
That's the sound of wind for all you radio listeners. What wind sounds like, and it's really windy in Russia somewhere this week. It's craziness. Here's some more stuff from Russia, I presume. They're all Russian, and their windows are getting smashed by giant hail. Is that what's happening, Frankie?
Earthquake.
Oh, an earthquake. An earthquake is breaking the house in Russia. It's making the windows shatter. Now it's kind of all over. Some glasses fell. Oh, here it goes, eh? Wow. In Kamchatka. That's where this is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do know something about Russia.
Kamchatka.
Yeah, that's the part that you want when you're playing Risk.
Yeah, for sure.
Protect yourself from your enemy in North America. Cat.
And here we got a Russian cat.
Ой! Господи! Вадя, как трясет. Ой, кошмар!
And now it's not the cat making the house shake, though. It's an earthquake.
It's an earthquake. It's the Mother Nature.
Frankie, did you cause that earthquake?
It's the Mother Nature.
Смотри, как трясется все.
Now, Mark wants to know if you caused that earthquake, Frankie.
I know I didn't.
No, not this one, eh?
No.
Took a week off, did you?
Чуча, ты где?
Oh, yeah.
Haven't had any earthquakes here lately, Frankie.
Я уже вазы пошла ловить.
There was earthquakes in BC interior this week, like around Penticton.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Look at the hail over there.
They had big hail in Russia. Here's the Russian hail.
Holy.
It's like the size of nuclear bombs. It's crazy. If you get hit in the head with that, you'll have no head left.
They're about baseball size. That's pretty good.
Look at a volcano.
They got a volcano in Russia, in Kamchatka.
That's actually some alpenglow. That's really cool.
Ah, nice. Yeah, look at the nice little cap on top there. Wow, that's some great Russian photos and videos there, Frank. We even got people getting struck by
Moscow.
Wow, somebody in Russia got a video of you getting struck by lightning.
Boom, there I am getting struck by lightning. That was me. Whenever you see lightning strike,
I guess it wasn't cloud to cloud.
Whenever you see lightning strike, just look because you might find me. I might get.
It's like finding the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. You
That's
find
right. I'm
Joey
like
at the lightning strike.
your weird, freaky leprechaun. What I am there.
Wow,
Except
the
I'm
audio on the slow motion really is something else.
I
yeah.
sent you the video.
It sounds like Terminators is what it sounds like. They're talking to
I
other
sent you a
Terminators.
video.
What video did you send me, Frankie?
I just sent you a video to earlier in the week to your Facebook Messenger.
I'll have to look. You know what happens sometimes in a week? I got one here from a guy. Is it from last weekend too? There's definitely one I didn't miss. Okay, I got some Frankie videos I'll pull up in a little bit. Anyone got questions for Frankie?
Yeah.
Mark,
I have a question for Frankie. Frankie, are you excited for fall?
And that means that Hurricane 6 kicks off in high gear. The winter starts in central United States before Sydney, Nova Scotia.
That sounds right. But do you like fall? Do you like Halloween?
Halloween's on a Friday this year.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That means I can go trick-or-treating with my kid and not have to worry about being up at 4 o'clock for work the next day.
Oh,
but
nice.
Frankie, what are you going to dress up as for Halloween this year? I'm in a fall mood, guys.
I'll be doing the vampire videos for Halloween this year.
Excellent. Those are my favorite.
Yeah, the vampire will return. Here's a Frankie.
I'd like to introduce Joey Ali. Say hi, Joey Ali.
Say what?
Say hi, Joey Ali.
Hi, Joey.
I'm Frankie Dokie. Let's give me a logical weather report. Everything is on that. It's 7 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Atlantic. It's on CFUR 88.7 FM, Prince Georgia, CKUW 95.9 FM, Winnipeg, CFPX 92.5 Q. King Caleb's, it's on Caribou Weather Dude, Joey Ali YouTube channel. Best luck, them things. Let's give me a logical weather report. Every Thursday night, say hi, Joey Ali.
Hi, Joey.
That guy's a good sport, isn't he? Anyone else got a question for Frankie? Hank Leister's out chasing storms right now, too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And if anyone in the comments has a question for Frankie, at some point here, I'm going to have to look and read all the comments. There's a lot of great comments going on right now. Thanks, everybody, for commenting. Love that so much. Any other questions? Brandon, you got a question for Frankie?
Say what?
Then he got another podcast. Football show's going to return.
The football show is going to return soon, yeah, because the football will return soon, right?
Then football show.
We do have a question for Frankie in the chat. Actually, Shelly asks, "Is it going to be 30°C on July 30th in Prince George?"
It's going to be 30 degrees in Prince George. It's going to be really hot on July 30th in Prince George, where Karen is. And Joey Ali's going to get a lot of hot weather in Wells, British Columbia throughout the month of August. That might trigger fires. That means he'll be doing the last minute of working.
I could still get a shift in this year. It'd be great if I got 2 shifts in so I could, maybe be on the EI list. That'd be great. Yeah,
That means he'll be doing the last minute. He'll be doing in the second half of the summer. Fire season will be kicking up high gear in interior BC.
just somewhere out in the middle of nowhere where nothing's at stake and no one's upset, and it's just we get to go to work for a little while. That'd be great. That'd be great. So that we can still afford to be a company next year too. You know how it is. Okay, Brandon Hauk, the
Brandon Hauk Report.
Oh, hi. This is the Brandon Hauk Report.
Brought to you by
Smoking Good Barbecue.
Brought to you by Cold Hot Dogs.
Cold hot dogs. No, smoking good hot dogs. That's fun.
Smoking good hot dogs this week.
There you go. That's right.
Cold and wet hot dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, very moist hot dogs. Wow.
Hot dogs that have been in that pot of water, but for since yesterday.
Yeah, that's it.
There you go. Good old hot dog water for breakfast. Nothing like it. Right there. All right. So, speaking of moist hot dog water, well, we've got some moisture in the atmosphere, and that's going to feel some storms in the next couple of days. Well, first off, we have severe thunderstorms today. They're starting to wind down, but we're going to get some good nocturnals tonight. We're watching a storm as of 8:19 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time on the 24th of July, crossing over the Columbia ice fields. And the lightning so far has knocked the webcam off there, so I can't look at the webcam. But anyways, it's a good little storm moving over, and that's going to head into the Red Deer area later this evening. We had another strong thunderstorm moving near Wetaskiwin. We got some reports of some funnel clouds out that way, and at least I'd say nickel to possibly ping pong ball size hail was reported with that storm as it moves its way towards the Killam and Viking area. Beautiful Killam and Viking area.
Yeah, it looks like the town of Balf is almost free of the storm now.
Balf is almost out of the storm. Now it's going to Viking and Killam. All right, now as we look ahead into the weather forecast picture, well, first, earlier this week, we had a significant amount of rain in parts of Alberta. I'd say Calgary's got a deluge of rain, especially through last weekend into early this week with some flash flooding in parts of the city there. We got about, I'd say, another 17 to 20 millimeters rain in our neck of the woods, so it's been quite a wet June for us here in parts of Alberta compared to the last couple of years. And I have to say the crops are loving it. However, any farmers out trying to hay their fields or anything like that are probably getting tired of the rain, and we're in for a little bit of break coming up into the longer range forecast after we get through the weekend of active weather. Now, tomorrow, which will be the 25th of July, we've got that risk of severe weather from Calgary to Lethbridge, Brooks, Medicine Hat into Sap, Western Saskatchewan, and this could lead to some supercell activity on Friday here as we have the cooler air mass to the north, the heat across the south. So we've got temperatures mid to high 20s. We were at like 30 degrees today after a couple of cool days. And now you've got the dew points up in the teens, and you've got instability. You've got, a bit of shear. We're going to have to watch for supercells to develop in the Brooks area tomorrow, including a slight tornado risk, along with large hail, strong to damaging winds Friday afternoon into the evening hours. The other area of concern, especially as we go looking ahead to the eastern prairies here, we're going to be watching the heat start to go up in Manitoba through the weekend and into early next week. So we'll probably see daytime highs around 30 and Humidex valleys feeling close to 40 in portions of Manitoba. So it's going to lead to hot, sticky, kind of soupy air mass, and the potential could be there for severe weather on Friday, Saturday, and probably again on Sunday too. So it could have a couple of rounds of active weather in Manitoba with the hot 60s, 40s in the days ahead there. Now, as we go through the weekend, we're going to see more thunderstorms here in Alberta. So the active weather trend is going to continue through Saturday. We get more isolated thunderstorms, and I cannot rule out a chance of severe weather again Saturday and Sunday across portions of central southern Alberta as we have this cold front kind of stalls itself out over the region for the next few days. So we'll see that risk of storms continue into early next week with yet another 10 to 20 millimeters of rain as we go into the early stages of next week. So that wet pattern does continue. As we look a little further into the longer term forecast, we're going to see
I think we lost Brandon.
And wait, you lost me. All right.
Frozen for a second.
We good? Frozen for a second. All right. So we'll see the heat start to build as we go through next week. And then as we look ahead towards the end of the month, it looks like we'll see that return to the chance of storms. Okay. All right. Well, I was supposed to say this one last week, but I forgot. So here we go. So the Scorpions concert in Egypt was canceled before. Yeah. So before the Scorpions, people were rocked by severe thunderstorms. There you go. And that's the latest on the Brandon Houck Report.
Oh, the Brandon Houck Report. Thank you very much, Brandon Houck. That was a great report. And we'll move on from you unless anyone's got any extra questions for you. We got report from Mario Meteorology Marking.
Just got the fat check for pushing that.
My name, Mark Ingalls.
Pushing that agenda. It says here, HARP, climate change, whatever, in my bank account.
Yeah, I was thinking about you today, Mark, because someone asked on the Weather Watchers there, who's the best forecaster in BC, and it was like 80 people being like Joey. And I was like, wow, I don't think so. I mean, I mean, surely meteorologist Mark is better than I am, I said. And anyways, how was your day forecasting, Mark?
Well, it depends on the day. And in fact, speaking of days, thanks for that. Maybe I will talk about it on the radio. But first, I need to ask Hank Valistra. Hank, if you're with us, I want to know what the heck your car seat covers are.
Dragonflies.
Dragonflies. Okay, I could tell it was something. Is it like a nighttime sort of scene, or what is this?
My wife felt it was a huge priority that we needed covers over top of both our front seats, and I like them.
She has excellent taste.
They're cheery.
Those are awesome.
Well, it's like the mosquitoes see that and they're just like, "We're out of here."
Yeah, how effective is that?
I hope so. You know what? I had so many mosquitoes in my car about 10, 15 days ago when I was shooting lightning. Oh my word, it was insane. I made a real bad mistake, leaving my door open when I was fixing something on one of my cameras, and left my door wide open, and the mosquitoes just all came in.
That's one of the best things about living in the Lower Mainland is we don't really have that problem.
Yeah, you know what happened to me? I was storm chasing Hank. I left my door open, and I got struck by lightning.
Well, that's the
You should have
worst
had
problem.
Firefly seat covers. That would have saved you. Or Dragonfly seat covers. That would have
No.
saved you.
Like bigger lightning bolts, that would have scared the small one away.
So I'm actually still at Wilkie. I forgot something. I see a huge anvil already to my west northwest. Now, is that the storm we were talking about, or is that a new storm? You got to look at satellite to know.
Okay, yeah, there's one near Daysland right now.
Yeah.
It's south of Lloydminster. It's probably what you're looking at.
Yeah, that's the storm at Viking. Yes, that is.
I can see it looks closer than Viking to me.
How tall is it? How tall is this storm?
Check satellite and make darn sure that's actually Viking I'm seeing from way over here.
181 kilometers. You know, roughly from where you are, somewhere like that.
181?
160 maybe.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, because by the time I zoom in enough to find Wilkie, which is like you have to go like really small to find Wilkie.
Exactly.
and then the storm's out of my picture.
Yep. Okay, thank you.
Okay, well, good luck on that one. Yeah. Okay, that was meteorologist Mark. You're a brilliant man, and we're glad to have you. Please tell us some things about the weather this week.
So today, the weather models. So for those who don't know, and I'll just repeat this every time, I work at an energy trading hedge fund here in the Lower Mainland, and what we do is we trade energy as a commodity. It makes the energy grid more efficient. I don't really understand why. I just know that it does, and we make money off of it while making it more efficient. So that works. Anyway, so the models have really sucked for figuring out storms this week. We had a miss yesterday in Minneapolis, and today we weren't expecting storms midday in Chicago. And then a storm pops up about 200 kilometers to the west, and I'm kind of keeping an eye on it, but like it looked pretty pathetic. So I didn't really say anything, and then it was getting closer, and then it started strengthening about 45 minutes out from Chicago, like the western suburbs. And I was like, uh-oh. And it was 34 degrees in Chicago. We were looking at a temperature drop possibly down to 27 in a couple of minutes. And most of the energy that people use, like temperature is the number one contributor to how much energy people use because of air conditioning. And so I nudged my coworker that's building me this tool to kind of get actual, because right now we just work on feels, because like I don't know enough to know, oh well, if it rains here and the temperature drops this much, then the load's going to drop this many gigawatts. Well, I don't know that. So he's making this tool, and I was like, hey, how how much will the load drop if the temperature drops from 34 to 27 in Chicago? And he ran the numbers, and it actually came out as like 3 gigs, but which is about 15% of Chicago energy just being wiped out in 15 to 30 minutes. And so I told our traders 2 gigs because this is the first time we used it, so I went a little conservative. Well, it was too late. The market was already not liquid enough for us to take advantage of it. We lost at least $250,000 on this today, which that hurts, man. It hurts.
Yeah,
And and the opportunity cost on the other side. So in the Vancouver office, we lost $250,000, and the Calgary office, the opportunity cost was $150,000. So yeah, that one kind of hurt. I mean,
Well, the thing about Chicago is, that's, I mean, it's easy to be like, hey, I'm really good at this. How come I didn't get this? But I mean, the way Chicago sits there at the edge of the lakes and
yes,
funny things happen there. I mean, just a couple weeks ago, the Blue Jays were playing, the Storms moved out. Suddenly, like, oh, I guess there's storms again. I'm like watching radar, and it just is like,
well, that's kind of what happened today
flash
too.
flooding everywhere.
Blew up. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. So that
Your proximity to the Michigan Lake. I mean, there's a wild card there that, from a distance,
yeah,
sometimes.
Well, I've been to Chicago once. I think there's I think it's really important for a meteorologist to see the land that they forecast. It helps them be a better forecaster. And I've only been to Chicago once, and I was like 3 years old. So I've been trying to convince my boss to let me go on it's called PJM, the energy market that we trade in, and I've been trying to convince him to let me pay for me to go on a PJM road trip where I like fly into Chicago and then fly out of DC or something and just zigzag across the 9 states or whatever it is that we cover. But yeah, that one hurt. I mean, the rule is that my good calls need to be worth more than my bad calls. And that is the case. We've had some good calls this year. I had $1 million in the money call earlier this year, so we're doing pretty good. But it still hurts to sit there and know you're losing a lot of money in a single day.
Well, that's before Trump erased our ability to have an accurate forecast.
I think that is part of it, honestly.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll get that back. Who knows? A lot of this stuff kind of feels like once it's gone, it's gone. And that's my biggest fear with the current situation. But let's talk about some weather that didn't cost me $250,000, huh? So we've got some broad troughing is going to be the main story here over BC for a while. That broad trough kind of retrogrades, which means it moves westward against the average flow in the upper atmosphere. So it kind of moves over the Gulf of Alaska late next week, and I think what that's going to do is as high pressure builds over the Four Corners region in the U.S., that's going to allow a lot of heat to get up into the interior, as well as into Alberta. So Brandon Houck will be able to really enjoy his puddle there before it dries up. And but here in the Lower Mainland, like it'll get warmer, I think, but we'll have westerly flow coming on shore, and that's going to keep us pretty mild. Tomorrow we're looking at like 22 or something. Today being July 24th, as Brandon said. But I think that's the main story is the big heat that's coming for the Rocky Mountain region of the U.S. that's going to bleed into the BC interior and Alberta. It's not like obscene or anything for us up here because the center point of that high pressure system is going to be closer to like Salt Lake City or St. George in Utah, somewhere around there. Whereas in 2021, when we had our big heat wave, the center point of that high pressure system was near Bellingham, Washington. So it was mashing it all right down on top of British Columbia and Washington, whereas this will be mashing it right down on top of Utah, which is not our problem. So
no, they just do it.
Other than Alicia's family's got Alicia's family's from Southern Utah, and they have a sick ranch with a cabin on it down near Kanab. It sits on like 2,000 acres. It's right next to Zion Park. It's up at 7,500 feet or so. Man, that place is beautiful. But it's not my problem next week when they get the heat wave and I don't. And then broad troughing is also going to be in place over Ontario and Quebec. I think Manitoba will get in on some of this cooler air, and like we've talked about, some rain's going to be coming over those fires in Saskatchewan. But whatever doesn't get put out with the rain, we're going to blow those fires up again, and then send that smoke right into Winnipeg. So,
well, none of them are going to get put out. I don't think. Like none of the rain
Right.
totals are that eccentric. It'll calm things down, and if they don't take rain, even the decrease in sunlight and the humidity will calm things down a little bit. I think things will be back up, standing up, and moving a week from now or whatever.
yeah, and so we'll send some smoke back into Winnipeg, which have fun with the heat and the humidity and smoke. Sorry, I'm kind of cynical today, but it's been a day. I'm here. I made it to July 18 before I'm like, that's it. I'm done. Time for fall. Okay, fall's my favorite season. And then we had some low like marine stratus in all day on the 18th. I think we even had some light rain, and I was like, that's it. I want this for 9 months. And so I'm ready. Get me, August is basically the February of summer. Get me to fall where we start getting, cinnamon rolls on the weather analysis map off the coast, sling in some atmospheric rivers. Like, let's go. I'm ready. Like, also Halloween, you'll see me in my big pumpkin head because I got a new the fan broke on it last year, so I couldn't actually wear it. But this year, you'll see me in my big pumpkin head. Unless you're on the radio, then you'll just hear about it. I'm ready. Fall. It's time. Also, we're going to Japan in October. Like, that's going to be great.
I'm
Get me through August.
not looking forward to the fall. It's because I'm like 100 years old. And it's like that's one less year of my shortening life.
Well, for those of us who don't live at 3,500 feet, the weather in fall is actually pretty enjoyable.
Yeah, I know. I go to Quesnel sometimes. It's like Mexico, like I say. Yeah. Thank you, Mark. Great report there.
Yes. Have a
Hey,
good
Mark.
evening, guys. Yeah, Hank.
My wife said Christmas is coming. She just said it today. It was like, what? She said we gotta get ready.
You should tell your wife. So in the White Rock Library, they have a Christmas in July like fixture right at the front with all these Christmas romance books sitting out there. So she's not too far off. When I worked at Hobby Lobby in the US, they put out Christmas stuff in like April, which that's a little bit too much. Here's what we do. Okay. Here's what we do for the seasonals that are the Burr months. Okay. We, Labor Day weekend, put up our Christmas tree. Now, hear me out here. I spent good money on this tree because it's got like the LED lights that we can control on our app and stuff like this. I'm having that tree up for a third of the year because I paid good money for it. But what we do is we turn the lights purple and orange and we put tarot cards on it. So we decorate for Halloween, Labor Day weekend. I don't care what you haters say. I've heard what makes you cheer. Okay. And then Halloween night, once trick-or-treating's done, which thank goodness Halloween's on a Friday, because I hate being up at 4 the day after. Okay. So trick-or-treating ends, and when we enter the house, Christmas music begins. And following weekend is when we transition to Christmas. All the Halloween stuff goes away and the Christmas comes out. And I know Canadians are all about waiting until after Remembrance Day, but here's the deal. The people that we are remembrancing fought for my right to have my Christmas tree up whenever I please. Okay? This is a free country.
That's true, actually. I remember that famous speech Churchill gave where he's like, and now we'll fight for our right on the beaches to have Christmas trees.
That's exactly right. And then Abraham Lincoln brought it up in the Gettysburg Address during the U.S. Civil War. Like, this is my right. And so Christmas music starts right when Halloween trick-or-treating ends, literally October 31st at like 9 p.m. We're listening to Christmas music. But yeah, we got somebody in the chat telling me it's too early for Christmas. Well, that's too bad for you. Don't come to my house.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a good time.
I'll be visiting you like before November, or
so you'll see Halloween.
Yeah. So what I do is I decorate for Halloween here, and then I friggin' leave it that way forever.
That's fine by me. That sounds dope.
Because I love evil and stuff. It's like my favorite. Evil. I love it. It's great.
All right.
Also, Mark.
I'm going to bed.
Okay, thanks very much, Mark. Great report. Love you, buddy. Have a great week.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Okay, Hank Fleischer, how you doing? He's going back to Wilkie now for the 5th time. He's also forgot his shoes.
No. Growing up in Chicago, going back to what Mark was talking about, we had tornado drills in school. So we would practice what to do if there was a tornado coming at the school. I don't know how many of you ever had tornado drills in your school when you're growing up.
Yeah,
we had that when I was in Texas. And we would all go into the hallway, and actually we had a tornado warning. And so we'd go into the hallway and we'd all crouch against the lockers. I was in middle school. And so we'd crouch against the lockers, and then somebody would, make a joke because I was in middle school, and then the teachers would get mad, and we didn't get hit by a tornado though. Okay, now I'm really going to bed. But yes, we had tornado. I did tornado drills, and then in Washington I did earthquake drills.
I think twice we did them. Once after the Barrie tornado, and then once after the Edmonton tornado. It's like the day after, probably something like that, right? It's like, and then like a month later, like, should we do that drill again? Like, nah, that'll never happen.
Thank God we didn't have to do shooter lockdown drills. And I lived in Chicago.
Yeah, we did those.
Man.
We did those when I was in high school. Yeah, that was always those were always something. We'd like in the science class, we had these really thick, like topped tables, and so we'd literally lay them on their side and hide behind them. Like, thankfully, man, I'm so glad I'm in Canada because, like, obviously that's a risk anywhere, but the risk here is so much lower than in the States. I'm so glad. Like, I don't know why that's a thing and all this. Well, I have ideas, but I'm not going to spout them off on this radio show. But man, I'm so glad. I'm so glad to be here in Canada. I know my daughter's safe at school. That's very happy about that.
Yeah, back in our day, they didn't do tornado drills much, and they didn't do shooter lockdown drills very much. But you know what they did is people had 10 kids, so that if we lost a bunch of them, you got more. That's what they did. Hey, Hank. So where are you heading to? How's your driving going? We're gonna go to Hilding next. There, we're gonna check in with Hank Leach here.
I see that I have to head towards Wetaskiwin here. I mean, not Wetaskiwin. I'm talking about
Wainwright.
The other W community. That's where I'm headed towards first. And once we get close to Wainwright, we'll figure it out. The anvil looks really nice already.
Is that the same storm, Brandon, that was dropping Balfgall size hail?
Yes, it was.
Balfgall. Okay, you see what I did there?
Calves will never be delicate and friendly, even though
Hilding Donaldson, hey buddy, you're getting some hang done this week up there, in the grassy plains.
Well, yeah, it's kind of interesting. We've been having lots of blow through weather. It just seems like our wind tunnel has picked up, and that's about all we've been getting. Blustery westerly winds, and lots of thunderheads blowing through, but nothing that was big enough to make lightning storms or anything. It's just scattered rain. We don't know when it's going to happen. And like I said, Nadina west of us here, Nadina Mountain, if the clouds are low enough that they cut off our view to Nadina Mountain, it's going to rain. If they're above it, then they're blowing through. Then they catch the jet stream and blow over us. And they've always been higher than Nadina the last while. So we've only been getting the odd one that dumps on us. So we managed to get some hay done this week, and we found out that as good as the hay looked from the road, once you got in a little ways, there was lots and lots of dry patches that we just had to skip. So we've gotten close to 200 bales now, and we might do one more field yet and get another 50 or so. But usually we want to have at least 500 bales. So Victor says he's phoning the guys at Vanderhoof Irrigate, try to buy some hay.
Well, you got time for a second cut still, or a third cut yet this year, don't you?
Well, we don't get
Like,
second
this-
or third up here at all.
Oh, really?
No, we just do grass hay, and
Right.
it just takes one cutting. The only guys who do second cutting do irrigate for alfalfa, and it takes so much more energy to pump it up from a lake than it does to have it running from a river and have gravity feed for your irrigation.
And that's just an effect of being in a pretty dry location, actually, I'd suppose, right?
Well,
Can I-
and being in a high altitude plateau here, we don't have the streams or rivers running through that we can get water pressure from to get natural water pressure to irrigate.
Because you'll find there's places in BC where people are getting 2-3 crops off, and they're
Well, they
they're
get as
not
many as
irrigating
4
good.
crops stacked down in Lillooet where it's desert, but they irrigate straight out of the river. But they can ram irrigate straight out of the river because the river creates pressure, right? But we don't have that. If we have to pump, we have to use big pumps to pump up from a lake to get any irrigation. Our neighbor over here got irrigation. He's got a really good crop of hay.
I guess I'm speaking more specifically Prince George region, where people can sometimes get a number of rounds off. Same with the caribou.
Yeah. There's certain valleys where you can get 2 cuts or better. Even up in the Peace River country, where a lot of people got 2 cuts of clover for years, now that they're going more to grass hay, they say they get just as much volume of good quality hay by cutting grass 1 cutting as to get clover or alfalfa 2 cuttings. Like grass won't regrow.
And other than that, what's new, Hank? Helding? I'm like trying to think. I got too many things to say at once. Hank, Helding, Mark, Brandon, and somebody.
Yeah, I'm looking around trying to get myself another cabin to live
And
in.
yes, and not only that, Joe Stover's supposed to come to Sydney, Nova Scotia, August 29th.
He is. He's gonna come see you, isn't he, Frankie?
Yeah.
It's his honeymoon. And I'm like, what do you want to do on your honeymoon, honey? Let's go see Frankie. And there's an ice cream shop there, is there?
At the boardwalk.
You gonna have ice cream with Joe and Nicole? Is that a yes?
I sent Joe Stover pictures.
Yeah, I seen that. As soon as Joe was like, hey, I want to come to Sydney end of August, you were like, this date. And I thought that was really funny. Just like, way ahead of time exactly what's going on. I love that. How about this one?
And Joey Only will join me on Jason Marshall, Widow F. Cookies tonight at 10, Atlantic 6 Central, 6 Pacific, and 8 Central tonight. Joey Only will see me on Jason Marshall's podcast tonight for Frank Down. We don't have cookies.
Yeah, that was on Monday, Frankie. So how's Jason Marshall? That's a great podcast, isn't it?
He got better on Monday.
Yeah, we were on Jason Marshall's podcast on Monday. Brandon was there too.
Monica was there.
Yeah, and Monica. Yeah, it was good stuff there. Any questions from the comments there? We'd love to hear them from you. So feel free to leave a comment in the chat there for those of you listening live on the live stream. If you're on the radio and you want to see us live during the week, we're making this podcast. Sometimes we're up to 2 hours or more talking on here, and you only get a little bit of that in the radio. So make sure you go check out Joey Only Caribou Weather Dude YouTube channel, where we generally run the live stream for the podcast from. And lots of new stuff up there this week, including me getting hit by lightning, actually. Yeah, as a matter of fact. Got a good jolt from in the head. Anybody want to ask me about that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, did you feel it?
Yeah, that's what happened. I felt it. That's right. Yeah. So what we theorized, I had the truck at the door open, and I stood outside, and I'm like looking at the hair of my arms, listening to the static on the radio. I'm like, storm's not quite here yet. I got 2 minutes to get my little quick video jump out and set up my time lapse cameras quickly. Turn the cameras like 25 seconds. And what happened was, of course, I'm up high. I'm up like 6,000 feet on the mountaintop, so you're kind of in the cloud almost. And Mark and I theorized that it was a strike overhead. And that was kind of my thinking because I didn't see the strike, never saw the flash. I just felt my head go zzz, and I jumped in the truck. The truck door was wide open. I jumped in the truck, and sure enough, like a second and a half later, the thunder went off. So it wasn't close. And I was like, well, what just happened there? Did it hit the mountain and come through the ground up through my... It's like, that doesn't seem likely. So Mark and I seem to think that, no, it was overhead. And like, leader energy was reaching around or something like that. And the metal bean on your hat. So this is what I'm here to tell you, Hank. If you got a metal bean on the top of your baseball hat tonight, take off your hat. And not just that, but check your... if your wallet got a metal chain like mine has, you got a belt with a metal on it.
And yesterday, Egypt had a national holiday. Their Independence Day was called Revolution Day. That was yesterday.
Revolution Day in Egypt yesterday. Yeah, Frankie, if you're watching thunderstorms, don't have a hat on with a button on. Hank, do you have a button on the top of your hat? Looks like it, eh? Yeah, he does. Yeah, okay. So Hank's got a button on the top of his hat.
Revolution Day's on July 23rd every year in Egypt.
I love Revolution, by the way.
So this is a safe hat to wear if you're going to be out in a thunderstorm. A bucket
hat. Yeah. I mean, if you're on the radio, yeah, it is. It's you don't want to be seen in that, do you? Of course, I take my hat off. It's like, it's bad, man. It's like, I haven't had a haircut in so long because nobody cares and I don't have money. And it's like, why would I spend money on getting it's just going to grow back. I hate this stuff. Never stops.
Yep.
And it's just going to grow back grayer.
Grayer.
I
need to use a diffuser and they have to dehydrate my hair. So it goes poofy, if it's hair dried.
Well, if you let your hair grow 12 inches or more long, you can sell it when you get it cut.
Oh, yeah. Good.
To who? Like to weirdos?
Well, I don't know. My son's been doing that. He lets it grow till it's 12 inches long, and then he gets it cut, and they pay him for it instead of him paying for a haircut.
Well, Charlie gets his hair cut like once a year?
No, that's Colin.
Ah.
Yeah.
I couldn't see that. It's like, doesn't seem like a kind of guy who grows his hair long.
No, Colin wears his hair pretty long. And his hair grows fast, too. Fastest of anybody in the family.
Man, you should have had like 100 of these kids, and you could have been like shearing them like sheep. There'd be so much money in that. It'd be awesome. Yeah, I could probably find the video for everybody out there. Do you think you'd want to see that? It might take me a while. I don't know. I'm really bad at hosting a radio show.
Don't worry, I was bad last week. I clicked the wrong video.
Yeah, but I'm like bad all the time. Like, and I can't even tell what's what. Oh, I think I might have it here for you folks. I think I might have it. Maybe nah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Oh well.
Womp womp womp.
Yeah. Is it? No, I don't know. I'll have to maybe next time, folks. Maybe next time there.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, So who's got anything left here? We got still 7 minutes left in the show. And I'm out of ideas. I got nothing left.
Put the link in the comments. YouTube.
Yeah, I'm still looking for it here. I know I got it here somewhere. I just forgot what I called it. Like, it's probably like Joey gets struck.
Only getting struck by lightning.
Probably something like that.
Probably.
Yeah, yeah. I'll get there eventually.
There's an arcade in the Philippines, by the way.
And here's some footage. I'm going to show.
Oh, Frank's going to show some footage. All right.
That's Jason Marshall. I'm going to show a little bit of footage of myself and Joe Yonley and Monica in the same video. And Monica involved in the same video. This is a tiny little footage of Jason Marshall.
Listen, we don't have to podcast. I did find the video, by the way. On the mountaintop, the lightning is striking it.
I'm sharing the video now for Jason Marshall. That's the Jason Marshall.
Ohio. That's where I'm at. So
There we were.
The place that everybody was talking about during the election and stuff with the Haitians and the dog eating.
Yeah, Jason Marshall, that's right.
Man, it's just too much work. You got to.
He lives where the dog eating thing was.
I don't know. It's been a few years ago, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
You already get on face.
But it was review people.
Show
That's Monica.
The Gilmore Girls, the diner guy. He totally reminds me of him. He's so miserable.
I definitely don't want to hear this conversation again.
What's his name? What is it called? Something.
No, that's enough of that, Monica. That was one of the worst. I'll just tell you that straight up. I didn't enjoy that part at all. Okay, I did have it, and then I lost it, but it's right here. Give me 1 second. I'll find it again, because what happened was I had it, and then when the new thing, here he goes, on the mountaintop while lightning striking it. Here you go, folks. Okay, I'm up on Island Mountain. Storms are moving in, growing, coming from all directions. Gonna get gnarly fast up here. Seen a couple flashes of lightning. She's calmed down for a couple minutes, but don't fool ourselves. She's just finding more energy, I think. And look at this view of it coming over the mountain right now. Just got out of the truck. Seriously fast development. You can see it starting to do the same thing, torching off this way, over out to the Bowron. Just developing this cell too. Settle it in every direction. Holy shit! That's my head getting buzzed. There's the thunder. I don't know where that hit, but I felt the electricity in my head. Like, damn. Wow. That was nuts. That's why I jumped in the truck, because I knew it was coming down somewhere. Holy. Yeah,
You had just said it's calming down now, and then you got struck.
Kids down in the southern states will be going back to school in a couple of weeks, like Atlanta, Georgia, and Florida, and all those places. They go back to school in early August for the kids.
That's so terrible. Like, August is the worst month to go to school in. Like, that's summer.
Like Florida, they finish up in the end of May in Florida. They go back in early August in Florida.
All right, Frankie, what day does Victorville, California go back to school?
In middle of August.
Middle of August.
Okay, Frankie, how do we find you on the internet?
If you want to find me on social media, my Reddit is FrankDome1984. My Blue Sky is at Frankie MacD, and my Twitter now X is at Frankie MacD. My Linktree is Frankie MacDonald. My Threads is at Frankie MacD1984. And my Facebook is Frankie MacDonald. My Instagram is Frankie MacD1984. My TikTok is FrankDome94. My Clapper is FrankDome94. My Twitch is FrankDome94. My Snapchat is Frankie MECD1. My YouTube channel is Dogs Wolves. And my link is Frankie MacDonald. Best luck to you. I'm Frank Dowd. You're listening to Comederological Weather Report every Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Atlantic. Next Thursday is the final day of July.
Next Thursday is. That's me, Joey, only sitting here with Tyler. We had meteorologist Mark on, Brandon, we had Hilding, we had Hank Leister. We're still going with the live stream a little bit longer. Here's a song to take you out with tonight. A song I wrote, Frankie. Here we go. See you next week.
Last Saturday is 200th day.
Yeah, this is the life for me. Down in the canyon with the Mark III pump. The crew nukes a smolder and candle and stump. 13th day out on the line, and we're facing danger all the time. Smell like smoke, got dirty faces, black lining out about 100 paces. A condo line, the pump is prime. We are initial attack. We never slack when we're pushing back, chasing into the black. Yeah, this is the life for me. I'm a BC forest firefighter. Don't care if I'm wet, don't care about water, don't care about deathly flames and fire. If you got a hotter, then you know we got her. Don't care about working 12-hour days. The longer they are, the more it pays. Never worked so hard, never felt so free. Yeah, this is the life for me. We got a tailgate meeting at the start of the day, where we listen to the plans that the red shirts make. The weather reports, crossovers coming, dry lightning, winds will be blowing, danger trees will now be falling, zone command will soon be calling. Get them crews out of the woods, cause the weather ain't looking good. No one's getting hurt or worse. We stay and fight if we could. Never worked so hard, never felt so free. Yeah, this is the life for me. I'm a BC forest firefighter. Don't care if I'm wet, don't care about water, don't care about deathly flames and fire. If you got it hotter than you know we got her. Don't care about working 12-hour days. The longer they are, the more it pays. Never worked so hard, but I never felt so free. Yeah, this is the life for me. It's late afternoon and it's blowing up. The bladder's filling up on my watering truck. That's when the crew boss said to me, you don't need to die cause they are just trees. We're out before we're caught in sod. The fire's now blowing up 10 miles wide. Before the flames come our way, we're gonna live another day. No one's gonna feel no shame. We gotta keep each other safe. Yeah, this is the life for me. I'm a BC forest firefighter. Don't care if I'm wet, don't care about water, don't care about deathly flames and fire. You got it hotter than you know we got her. Don't care about working 12-hour days. Longer they are, the more it pays. Never worked so hard, never felt so free. Yeah, this is the life for me. Well, a handguard now must be made. Shake up another Gatorade. Got a shovel and a Pulaski pick and spade, and we're sweating, cursing when the sunlight fades. Back at camp at the end of the day, eat all the food that the mess cook made. Hotel, bunkhouse, or my tent, it don't cost me any rent. Dirty, sore, swollen and more, but I am so glad that I went. I never worked so hard, never felt so free. Yeah, this is the life for me. I'm a BC forest firefighter. Don't care if I'm wet, don't care about water, don't care about deathly flames and fire. If you got it hotter than you know we got her. Don't care about working 12-hour days. The longer they are, the more it pays. Never worked so hard, never felt so free. Yeah, this is the life for me. Yeah, this is the life for me. Yeah, this is the life for me.
This is going to be the outro logo of Comederological Weather Report.
What do you got for us, Frankie?
You have to work on the outro logo.
A new logo?
Outro.
Oh, outro. Yeah, well, I just figured if I'm recording songs, I might as well just put a song up for the radio listeners. And then, because what happens is some of the radio stations have different times for when they want to end the show.
That means, and did you hear about that means that's going to be outro logo.
Yep, that'll be the outro. So that what happens is, Frankie, like one radio station likes 59 minutes, one likes 59:30, one likes 58 minutes and 30 seconds. So if you play a song at the end, they can just kill the show when they want.
That means this is going to be the outro logo.
Just for this week, yeah.
You'll be working on the outro permanent outro logo. You'll be working on it.
We could make a permanent one. We'll find something.
Great idea.
Maybe Tyler and I will make something there in the next week or two or three or something.
Yeah. And that was a freaking awesome song, Frankie.
Actually, I wrote it.
You'll be working on the outro logo just like you did you worked on the intro logo.
Yeah, well, that was Washboard Hank with the intro there, and it's hard to top Washboard Hank. I mean, that guy is the greatest. I don't know if you've ever seen Washboard Hank, Frankie, but
this is gonna be you'll be working on the new permanent outro logo.
Well, I know you've seen Washboard Hank, but it was like 4 years ago. Should get Washboard Hank back on the show sometime. Frankie's gone. He likes the outro. We'll make him an outro there.
Crazy.
Yeah, so let's have a look at your thunderstorm, Hank. Oh boy, I don't know. It doesn't look great on radar. North of you up to Meadow Lake looks booming.
Might be another one comes up behind.
It's a bit of a radar hole here, so it's
yeah, I guess it's a bit between them, eh?
Plenty of lightning.
Some of the forecasts were showing the front one dying down and the back one taking over. A little bit behind it. We'll see.
Well, we do have some interesting velo scans on there, that's for sure, over at Kinsella right now, heading to Jarrow. So some interesting velo scans there. So it could be that that storm is angrier than it looks. Maybe Brandon's right, just the radar gap.
I'm not worried from what I see.
Well, good. Okay, good. Because other than that, nothing's going on out there. I mean, there's a dot behind it kind of popping up.
Well, keep an eye on that stuff out of the Rockies. That's gonna come out and play pretty soon once it gets into radar coverage.
There's a new storm right near Balf.
Yes.
Pretty close to Balf there. It's 11 kilometers, 10 kilometers from Balf.
I would pay money to see that performance, or that song was awesome.
Right on, Hank. Yeah. Well, we're getting our shit together. I think we've gone through maybe 15 songs the last 2 weeks, and which is a little slow. But also, you got to remember that Tyler had never played a double bass 2 weeks ago.
No kidding.
Yeah, I basically was like, well, I'm gonna teach you country music and bass really quickly. He's like a musician already.
Yeah, I've played for like 25 years, and was it like 3 weeks ago I started playing?
I guess 3 now, maybe, yeah. But that's not very long, it's not very long. So we're coming along fast. We're coming along fast when you consider that, and it's sounding great. He's doing fine. Doing great.
You see there's a second cell trailing behind the big one?
Yeah, just near Golf.
Yeah, that one might become bigger than the front one eventually.
Yeah, it's got Balf Gall sized tail.
Balf Galls. That's gonna crack me up forever, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty. I should write that one down. Yeah, how's our storms coming off the Rockies? Look at that. Starting to show, eh, Brandon? Starting to show.
You have to say it's gonna barf some Balf Gall sized hail.
I'm gonna barf some barf Gall sized. Jeez, that's really tough to say.
Making up our own tongue twisters here.
Barf some Balf Gall size hail. And I'm the guy who writes songs in tongue twisters. Like if I can't say it, then it's good. Right near Nordegg, right, Saskatchewan River Crossing. Yeah, coming on. I guess that's probably. Oh look, there's a severe thunderstorm warning. I didn't realize what you're saying, Brandon. It's been ended, but actually severe thunderstorm warning in the ice fields. It's crazy. What would a severe thunderstorm at the ice fields look like? Like, it's hard to comprehend.
At this time of night, I would think it's a snowstorm, but I don't know.
Really? Yeah. Yeah, north of Meadow Lake, if you're going to have something to do something tornadic, it's probably the one you're heading towards. But that's nice looking active line up there by Makwa, Meadow Lake, Green Lake, Door Lake, St. Cyr Lake, Canoe Lake. They could use some rain there. I guess the trade-off is you're going to get a bunch of rain in some of those places, but you're going to get some lightning too, right? So, you could in 2 weeks theoretically be in a worse position, even though you have some down weather for fires. So, watching Saskatchewan story. That's ended too. New thunderstorm warning there. That's still that same one that's been drifting on by Fort McMurray for quite a while. What's going on in BC so far? Anything still in BC happening tonight? We haven't really looked at BC much this whole show, and my whole audience is in BC. Let's talk about everywhere else.
No.
My business model here. Pretty quiet up there now. A couple cells almost at radar range. And I think that's it. Quiet for BC for the rest of the night. Yeah, there's nothing going on.
Now you've watched the interior weather. It's done.
A couple cells up there near Mica Creek, Blue River, Avila. Well, I'm hoping this turns out for you, Hank.
The forecast has been consistent. Showing me lots of lightning tonight. So I'm optimistic.
You were talking about thunderstorms in the ice fields. Maybe it'll be something like what happened in the Himalayas back prehistoric times. They found a whole bunch of people that were killed by hailstorms in the middle of the ice fields.
500 of them.
Yep.
Not just a bunch, like 500 dead people with their heads all smashed. And they're like, what happened here? And they couldn't figure it out, right?
It was up in the glaciers.
Yeah, you know, like what happened to these people? There's no sign that there was a battle or anything. Like no one's weapons are drawn, and it doesn't look like, you know, it's really spread out the way it happened, you know, like, and then I guess the researcher, what do you call them there? Like anthropologist or whatever.
Yeah.
Went down to Delhi or somewhere, and someone was talking about the big hailstorms in the Himalayas or something. I don't know. And it just was like a light went off. Oh, how big can that hail get? And then, so they theorized, yeah, there's like just a whole bunch of people that are traveling along up there, and then all of a sudden this hailstorm comes up that's dropping, grapefruit-sized hail.
Yeah.
Just beating all these people. Nowhere to hide. No trees, no nothing. Just.
No.
You know, and these are people who probably live fairly nomadically as well, right? Like they're on the travel.
Well, and you have to think if there's a hailstorm on a glacier, it's just going to add to the glacier and nobody knows the diff.
Yeah, it's not like it leaves any evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's still a good looking velocity signature in there. So maybe it's right. Maybe Brandon's right that we're just in a little bit of a dead spot for, well, I mean, he would know. He's the Alberta guy, right? He's probably gone now. He's sort of there. Well, great.
Haven't seen lightning yet, but I'm a long way away still. And it's not dark yet. I still see orange in the west.
Well, hopefully it works out for you tonight, Hank. I think we're probably coming to the end of the broadcast because, you know, it's that time. It's time to eat some food.
Last week I was traveling between Houston and Smithers and going up over Hungry Hill. And there was just perfect cloud formations to take pictures of. And I went out to take pictures and my camera wouldn't work on my phone. I couldn't get it to work. I had 2 phones and I couldn't get them to take any pictures of it. By the time I got him taking pictures of it, the cloud formation had moved off. Oh, I felt sick.
In BC, you miss your shots sometimes. Like, seriously, that day where I swear a tornado was on the ground and people in Quesnel were like, hey, look at the damage on my property. And I could never get someone from Environment Canada. This is before Northern Tornadoes Project.
Mm-hmm.
Could, help confirm it. And I know what happened, but it was like gaps in the trees on 97 highway looking towards, west of Cinema. Gaps in the trees. Like, there it is. And there's like 50 vehicles go in every direction. It's like you're going 100.
Mm-hmm.
There was just no like easy stop and photographing, but I seen a roped out funnel clear as day reaching out towards the Fraser River. Like without a doubt.
No, it's crazy. If you can't just get those photos at exactly the right time, sometimes you just lose it.
Where are these mudslides, Brandon? Oh, he's not even here. We lost Brandon, I guess.
I can show you my view now.
Oh yeah, getting close.
Hang on. Okay. There we go.
That's cool.
And then here's the edge of the south edge there, the anvil. And then there's another storm to my north. That must be Meadow Lake area.
Yeah, I would think.
Yeah, so the sun's just going down. Get a couple photos here.
Oh, what a moment.
Ah.
I'd love to be sitting out there with you, Hank. Keep having dead fire seasons like this. I don't know, like that's the dream. If the channel grew enough, I'd just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna be Storm Chaser weather guy from now on, only. Instead of like begging, I sure hope there's work. Just go make work. Go chasing again, like I love to do. The fires on Vancouver Island, are they done now? I don't think that's the case. We can go have a look at firms and see if there's any activity. I don't know if that's the case, I mean to say. Like, I'm not saying it's not. And just because we don't have anything on firms showing much, well, we got this. This could be something. That looks like a positive hit for fire there. That's not a lot, though. That's that's a 400-meter square. It denotes. So that means there's heat in that 400-meter square, or there was earlier today, out in the middle of nowhere. So that to me is a fire, for sure. But other than that, that's quiet. That's quiet. I think there is a little bit of activity sort of north of the prisons here, where that one hydro tower line goes through by Chehalis River. And I've climbed. I've been on this mountain. I've been on this one. And another one here somewhere. You could look down and I could see the prison. It was wild. One of these guys over here. Somewhere near there. And I also climbed Jam Peak here. That was beauty. I took part in a tree sit over 20 years ago. Trying to stop logging of well, we didn't succeed. So yeah, they logged it. I was young once too.
Did you climb to see the Lost Lemon mine then?
No, never seen that. That looks like a fire. That's kind of out in the middle of nowhere.
That's close in that area, isn't it?
Not sure. Yeah, looks like a fire near Ukulele Lake. I don't know what else would be putting out heat in the middle of nowhere like that. I mean, we could check the BC Wildfire Service app as well. But sometimes I find looking at the heat signatures is nice because it's like, well, what's actually happening today? It's like, well, we know there's fires there and people are working there. As you can see, it's been pretty quiet in the north today. Rainfall warning. That's why. And that weather will come across, and or some of those storms near Hank are going to drop some rain on here. Meadow Lake right now is taking some rain. So those storms by Meadow Lake are really moving right. Sorry, I just had this terrible Lac La Plonge, not to be confused with Lac La Ronge. Some of these fires up here are desperately seeking some rainfall. So it looks good, that Meadow Lake storm system right now, to push into there and be the first wave of calming things down. And then Manitoba, I was hoping Justin would be on tonight to talk. I may have offended him because I don't like Hulk Hogan. I don't know.
I think anybody who likes Hulk Hogan needs their head examined. He was such a fake.
Everything. Fake everything. And that's like what frustrates you is like you spend all your life trying to be like real, trying to have principles, trying to be legit, and then you have these other people who are just like me.
Yeah.
And they get everything they want. And it's like, and everyone's like, wow. I'm remembering Hulk Hogan today. It's like, yeah, it's like what the guy was famous for is being selfish and stupid and having big muscles. Like, but I mean, you know what? I watched Hulk Hogan back in the 80s too. He wasn't my favorite wrestler. I like Brutus the Barber Beefcake, who was tag team sometimes with Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
I was a big Brutus the Barber Beefcake fan. I was always like, of course, in a match, it always had to be like Brutus getting his ass kicked so that Hogan could come in and be the hero or whatever, like Zeus, the human wrecking machine, is like choking Brutus for like 30 minutes. And you're like, come on, like let Brutus do something cool for once, writers. But it was all about Hulk Hogan. Everything was about him, right? And he's just terrible. You watch that Netflix where he, back in January, like just got booed mercilessly by everybody. And it's like, man, that's, so then somebody said like, well, that was someone's dad. That was someone's brother, sister, father, sister, mother, father, someone's father, somewhere, that was someone, something. and you're talking about them like that. And it's like, yeah, well, if you don't want people to talk about you like that when you die, fucking do great things in your life for other people, like as much as you can.
Not for yourself.
Be as selfless as you can, and you're gonna have fewer people who are like saying like, I don't care when he's gone.
Well,
that's just my thoughts on it.
I wrote a song this spring, says it's what is it? It's time to get rid of that narcissistic personality that's been controlling your life. And it's talking about trying to buddy up to a narcissistic person because they're famous, which doesn't get you anything. It just makes you feel worse.
Yeah, really.
Or
you just get used.
Trying to act out to be narcissistic yourself and failing at it, because you ultimately fail. If you try to be a narcissist, you'll fail. You know?
Eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually. I can't believe Saskatchewan finally has a good map. They must have heard. I was like just ripping them. Ripping them.
You've been complaining a lot about them, and then all of a sudden tonight it turned out good.
Yeah, I was like, seriously, your map looks like it's from Windows 95. It's brutal. So brutal.
Yeah.
One last thing to look at, and we looked at this briefly during the show, and a few people are still here, so I'll put it on the screen. One last thing to look at tonight is projections for tomorrow. Again, Brandon was talking about it, but we'll have a closer look here now that we got a bit of time here. But as you can see, large hail across both the area A and B, and then there's no like write-up for this other area, but you can see where that low pressure system is moving through, and you have that risk of funnel clouds Friday up there. Risk a tornado in area B. So that would be Calgary down to Nat in Alberta. It looks like down to Fort Macleod, Lethbridge over down Highway 3 to Medicine Hat, and maybe over towards Swift Current and whatnot, almost on the Saskatchewan side. Up towards Wilkie as well. Looks like, actually, no, that's way north of there. Sorry. Maybe south of Drumheller. South of Drumheller is where that line is. But kind of coming close to where Wilkie is. You could probably hit south tomorrow and hit it. And you have to work tomorrow, I bet, eh?
Yeah, there might be a mild storm around supper time tomorrow.
Area.
Bigger ones, big chance of severe before dawn this morning at Wilkie. Those would be the bigger storms if they come to Wilkie, is the morning ones. The afternoon ones will be lesser.
You love waking up to a morning storm and you're like, I should be out filming this. You know, as that wakes you up in the morning and you're like, I missed it. I feel like ripped off. I wake up to a storm. It's like, why can't this happen when I'm awake and with the camera pointing? 3 to 5 centimeter hail, that's big, eh? That's like getting up to ping pongs and whatnot. Bigger than ping pongs.
One of the things I love most is catching storms when no normal person would be out looking. I love that sort of thing.
No normal person. That's like every storm around here and me. It's true, though. Atlantic Canada on Friday. A little bit of some convective systems moving there through. 30 to 50 mils in the area B there through New Brunswick. That's heavy duty. What are we looking at Quebec on Friday? It's got nothing. Okay. Ontario, Northern Ontario, 2 to 4 centimeter hail up there from Pekanjicum all the way to Moosonee through that large stretch of nothing. There's not much up there. But if you're up there, you're going to get possibly hammered by that. As we just saw, the Prairie's got that funnel cloud risk up in the north, tornado risk down Medicine Hat side, Calgary south, east, and in the Northwest Territories, big fat nothing. Big fat nothing. Yukon, a little bit of risk of thunderstorm in the Yukon on Friday. That's it. I think that's it for me tonight. It's been fun.
That's the show, everybody.
That's the show.
We didn't do that.
No, I just put on some music and I was like, that's it. Peace.
Yeah, but it was awesome music.
Anyone hear about how the guys in the mine are doing?
No.
Someone's asking there. Trap workers identified, company says. Mine Arc Refuge Chamber supports 16 people. So let's see if we can get a little bit of an update on what this is from 3 hours ago. Natural air is flowing to where they are, says the safety chief. There's a massive rock falls cut them off. That's Newmont Gold. That's who it is, right? Which is based in Denver. Newmont actually was the owner of Island Mountain Mine right here in Wells back in the day.
Oh, wow.
There's natural flow of air through. It's a positive sign where the workers are located at the Red Chris mine site, 500 kilometers north. They are Darian Maduke from BC, Ontario resident Kevin Coombs, and Manitoba resident Jesse Chubati, all contractors for High Tech Driller. Oh, wow.
And where is the mine located at?
Smithers area. The High Tech guys have drilled here a lot.
Is it the one that's up in the mountains between Smithers and Terrace?
I guess so.
Okay, I have a neighbor here who used to work in that mine, I think.
Jesse Chubati. I feel like these guys have been in Wells. Like, I just had a weird, like, Kevin Coombs.
Yeah, those are familiar names.
Yeah. And it wouldn't surprise me. Like, the High Tech has drilled thousands of holes in this town.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't say how deep they are, but it collapsed 200 meters into the decline. So, I mean, they might not be that far down. I mean, 200 meters in is the collapse itself. They're probably back a little ways from it for safety's sake, wherever their chamber is.
Yeah.
Drones flew over the debris in the second collapse, measuring 20 to 30 meters long. We also determined the route to the refuge station behind the fall of the ground is stable. We could actually send the drones over it. We could establish that the ground is stable. The second collapse, there's 700 meters from the refuge area, which is stocked with ample food and water. So they're okay down there. They might have to wait for a while, but they're going to get them out, I think. Just reading this and having been underground and knowing how good some of these mine rescue guys are, hearing that they're fine, hearing that they got a chamber, hearing that they got air, they got food and water. I'm sure it sucks being stuck down there. I know when we went underground, we kind of knew that's a possibility. We might be stuck down there.
Yep.
With a lot less support than this. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought this one sounded like they have a lot of support.
So they're focused on restoring communications to the refuge chamber. So I don't know if they have much for communications down there. So how they actually can confirm how the guys are doing, I don't know. And there's going to be independent investigation, said Palmer, who's the CEO. Dwayne Tannant, a professor of geotechnical engineering at the University of BC's Okanagan campus, said the debris is a substantial volume of rock that must be shifted in order to rescue the workers. Could take some time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just hope they don't have anyone injured down there, you know.
Well, that's the big thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Injuries or air blockage. Those two things are what makes it deadly down there.
David Eby says the identified workers are from BC, Ontario. High Tech spokeswoman Julie Mass said that the three are from Ontario, Manitoba, BC. The workers are diamond drillers, and the company is not releasing any personal information about them. They have lighting, some places to sit, and perhaps cots for sleeping, along with food and water down there in the refuge shelter. They are reluctant to have the trapped workers walk beneath unsupported rock, so the efforts will likely involve shoring up the passageway enough that once the debris has been cleared. So they don't want to have, they're going to take the time to do it right. If they have things that they have down there to help them survive for a while, then they're going to take the time to make sure it's at the last moment someone isn't killed. You know what I mean? So there has to be a geotechnical assessment. Oh man, what a pain in the ass all this is. It's mostly open pit, this mine. That's the kicker, right? The workers are 500 meters past the affected zone when the first rocks fell. So they were, nowhere near this. And they got specialists coming from Denver and Vancouver. They're sending specialists from Vancouver. Yeah, everything's going to be fine. They're sending specialists from Vancouver.
Sounds like they were hopefully far away from where all the violence was happening.
Sounds like it, yeah. Sounds like a shitty situation, and you'd hate to be them, but I have the impression reading that sounds positive.
Yeah.
That sounds positive. So
doesn't sound alarming.
Anyways, well, I guess that's it. This time for sure. Good luck on your storm tonight, Hank. Good luck. Good luck on the hay in there, Hilding.
Okay, thank you.
And good luck to me on being awesome. I need the luck. Yeah, it's tough. Okay. See you next week, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hit like, share, subscribe if you haven't before. And join the channel if you wish, or leave a super, or leave a comment. We'd love to see more from you. Until next week,